Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to some more Mount and Blade to Bannerlord. Today we are diving in and taking a look at an awesome new mod that has recently popped up over on Nexus Mods. I'll leave a link to it down below in the description, and that is the Viking Storm mod. Now do keep in mind that this mod is still very much in the early stages of development, but there is a playable version that you can dive into, and I think you can definitely have some fun with a bit of a mini campaign, because this mod does have a custom map, which I think a lot of people have been really looking forward to, these mods coming out with all the custom maps, because Calradia, after 4 or 5 playthroughs does get a little stale, so it's nice to go ahead and spice things up. So what we'll do is we'll dive in and we'll take a look at the map itself, kind of look at a few of the units, and even jump into a bit of a battle. Okay, so we are now in the campaign map, and as you can see, it is obviously Great Britain. We have Ireland over to the west, Wales, Scotland, and England itself. And yeah, it's really awesome to see a map like this come alive. So, as you can probably tell when I'm zoomed out, really only Wessex is like the part of the campaign map that is done. Obviously, later on down the line, they'll start to fill out more of Mercia, East Anglia, the North, Scotland, and eventually Wales and Ireland, which will be very awesome. And if this is anything to go by as well, I can't wait to see, because Wessex looks absolutely incredible. The detail that has been put into this is really awesome, and I can't wait to see more of this kind of take over the rest of the map, which is right now quite barren. So I really like all the roads being placed. It adds a lot of life into it, these kind of winding roads off into villages. It looks amazing. You have kind of like castles planned on top of like big hills and mountains, really nice kind of dock areas as it kind of the sea flows out into the channel. And I think they've done a really good job at placing all of these settlements, and it really just brings it to life. And this is something that a lot of maps that I've seen, but are still obviously as well very much early access, kind of lack. I think it's one of the reasons why a lot of people really enjoy mods like Calradia Expanded, because it adds in them little details to the map, and just having minor roads kind of leading out to everywhere adds so much to the gameplay. And yeah, it makes Wessex look really, really cool. So everything south of the river, you guys can see, it is pretty much done right now, and yeah, it's a really good kind of I guess beginning before we see more. Eventually, I'm sure that they plan on adding in and changing all the different castle and city models as well to be a bit more historically accurate, which is very exciting. And just having more detail on the map, kind of custom buildings and other stuff kind of scattered around to add more life to it, I think will go a massive, massive way. We do have the rest of the map as well, but as you guys can see, it is nowhere near as detailed, and kind of is very much just more of a placeholder. We've got Mercia here and East Anglia to the right. And yeah, as you can see, there's some bridges being placed down and a few minor kind of settlements, kind of some roads set up here in the north. And also, oh, that's kind of cool. I guess that's a Britannian castle. That's a Sturgian castle. It kind of fits quite nicely, or a town I should say. So yeah, you can see like some of it is starting to kind of come to life, with a few bridges and parts of the map have been added in. Like, that looks really, really cool. But the rest of it is still, just needing work, and it's gonna take a little bit of time until all of that has been added. And then Scotland itself is just a barren wasteland right now, with hills and mountains being scattered throughout. And then we have Ireland. Ireland is pretty much the placeholder for the settlements, I assume, right now. Whilst they're working on them, they've kind of dumped all the other settlements over here in Ireland to go ahead and rot for a little while, until they then decide to bring them back over and adjust them. So you can go over here, and I imagine it's an absolute mess if you do go over here, but it'll be pretty funny. We even have some random factions as well. Oh, there's Northumbria as well. So yeah, I guess they will be adding in and editing factions as well, which is nice. And you get to see kind of a bit more about the other factions. You've got, yeah, East Anglia right there. So I wonder what will happen. I guess maybe they'll kind of fill in this area here. Yeah, it makes sense. And obviously you have the Welsh as well. So yeah, still plenty of factions left to come in. I guess this is Wales. Yeah, Kingdom of Wales. We have the Scots obviously in the north to add in. So yeah, more factions will be added in, and I guess that will also make things very exciting. Unit wise, there are 3 unit rosters in the game right now for the 3 factions that are, or 4 factions that are around. However, a lot of the units are using semi-vanilla assets. Like, they are using cool setups, and they have an interesting troop tree. But again, a lot of these assets are very much in-game assets that are already around. So hopefully they can get some modelers. I think don't they have many at the moment. So it'd be great to see them actually getting some, and if you want to make some assets for this mod, then definitely go ahead and hit them up. I'll leave a link to their Nexus mod down below in the description, and there you can find their Discord and everything. But yeah, as you can see, video rosters, they're fine. They work very nicely, but this is something that I would hope to see improved as the mod gets more and more developed. There's also noble troop trees as well, if I try and find one. I think this top one's actually a noble troop tree. Yeah, we've got the Squires, and we've got the Wessex Royal Lancers as well, Royal Knights, the Elite Spearmen, and yeah, they're cool. They definitely do the job. But obviously more, sorry, I've said it obviously like a million times during this video, and I have just realized it. But as you can tell, we'll be seeing these being improved later on down the line, I'm hoping. We also have some of the Mercian troop trees again. Going to be using a lot of the vanilla assets that are available right now. You can see they're basically, oh, that's a royal troop tree, right? If we go to the city itself, you'll be able to see the actual normal army again. Very similar to Wessex itself, but does the job, you know. These assets, they pass for now, and you can definitely still have a fun campaign just playing them. We also have the Vikings over here to the east, and they have a really strong army. I haven't actually been able to beat the Vikings. This is their noble troop tree. And a lot of these Sturgeon assets also work pretty well for them as a placeholder right now. And you can see their rosters looking very good. But all the settlements themselves have been mapped, which is nice. Because sometimes on a lot of maps when you do click on them, it does take you off into the abyss, and the game doesn't really know exactly where the unit roster is. And then for the Norwegians, we have Axemen going down to some pretty scary heavy infantry, berserkers, skirmisher cavalry, and then also some elite archers as well. So the Vikings themselves have a very strong roster. So let's just dive into a battle. There's an army right here that I'm sure is about to be collapsed upon by the oh, actually, wait, whoa, the Norwegians are fighting the Vikings to the north. That's what we'd like to see. Hell yeah, good on you guys, good on you guys. Let's go join this army, and we'll jump into a battle, and you guys can see a bit of the forces actually fighting. Okay, the Vikings have caught us, and we are not going to stand a chance. I've noticed in the game that the Vikings are extremely strong right now. Oh, this mod is also available for 1.7 as well. I should mention that, because I know a lot of people are waiting for mods to be updated for 1.7, because it's a real big leap forward. You have the new improved sieges, you have the new battle screen. 1.7 brings in a lot of very cool stuff, but we're gonna get absolutely wrecked here. The Vikings outnumber us heavily if you look off into the distance, looking very strong indeed. And our soldiers are a mix of rabble, levies, and yeah, not very good. We do have a fair amount of archers, but a lot of basic tier units, and even not that much cavalry either. The Vikings are definitely in control, at least at the start of this campaign. But we'll hold firm. I even have some javelins, so we might kind of rush forward a little bit and see if we can get a couple kills or two as they do rush forward. You can also see as well, they obviously have the command to charge forward. So the berserkers, who are extremely fast, are just running their way forward. God damn, the Vikings actually look like a proper army compared to us. Look at that. They actually look really cool. Let's be very careful here. We have this huge old axe, March of Fire coming down. We are going to get absolutely massacred. It's not even going to be close. Some arrow fire coming in as well. Hey, that's at least one Norwegian soldier. And there you go. The Vikings have formed their shield wall. They even have an elite band back there behind the forces. Look at that, like kind of their rear guard. That's kind of cool. And the AI has put us in loose formation. Absolutely perfect. Not exactly what you want to have happen. I have no control over this as well, obviously, because we're in an army. The Viking advance is going to be relentless. Get our shield back up. Block a few of them arrows. Put out our sword. Yeah, we don't stand a chance. The Vikings are dismantling us, much like they did to my kin. Historically. Yeah, they're going to wrap us up, and we're just going to stand no chance. I don't even want to get involved here. I mean, we'll move in with the axe and try and slide. Oh, my God. How's the crossbow fire able to get me there? Couple kills. We're, like, in the best armor in the game as well, which you'd hope would be pretty decent. And they're just holding shield wall. That's awesome. Look at the AI go. I'm not sure if the AI has been programmed to be a little bit more defensive in that sense. But very cool nonetheless. Our reinforcements have spawned behind, or yeah, our reinforcements spawned behind them, which is going to give us a little bit of aid, but I don't think it's going to give us that much. This is something that Tail Worlds really need to fix as well, with regards to reinforcements. They need to make it so that that doesn't happen. Like, it's so silly. Our reinforcements just spawned on behind them, which is a massive disadvantage for the attackers. They just need to kind of redo the reinforcement points for the map. And again, their reinforcement spawning all the way over there is also so stupid. They need to make it so that reinforcements spawn much closer to the battle line. I understand that there could be a lot of, like, there obviously is a lot of variables there, and there's lots of things that could really affect it, but it's something that would make battles a million times better, and hopefully something we will see later on down the line. Yeah, the men of Wessex have been absolutely massacred. Look at how many Norsemen are still roaming my land. Yeah, surrounded. I demand trial by combat. This lone horseman tried to escape the ensuing fray, but he will not. I will kill as many of them as I can before I go down. Oh my god. The Berserkers taking no quarter whatsoever. Look at these Viking boys cheering. Yeah, they indeed did rip me apart. And then, oh my god, the great heathen army. Insane. So that's going to be it, guys. Go check out Viking Storm. Go show them some love. If you are a modder and you want to help out with this mod, they're definitely looking for a lot of people to jump on the project. And yeah, it's definitely making good progress. They've got a good campaign map already on the go. And I'm sure the rest of it will just, you know, get better and better the further the mod does go on. So if you guys enjoy this video, make sure you drop a like and a comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.